You are someone who spends years researching how to start a business, and you read books, you take courses, you have a business plan, you keep perfecting it, you keep doing your research, you consult, but you never just launch your business. Or you're in a relationship that is kind of lukewarm, you don't feel it, you've decided that you want to walk out, but you just don't. You're waiting for the perfect moment. You're thinking about what happens after the breakup. The vulnerability of being alone scares you, or the memories of the heartbreak will haunt you, and so you just keep on waiting for the right moment, the right time to leave or to leave the relationship. Or you are a creative, you write books, you write poetry, or you do paintings, or you have written music, but you don't share it. You never publish, you never record because you're not in the right time. You're not at the right moment, so you just want to keep on preparing. Or you're in a career and you know that the career is not working for you, you're in a boring career, but you're staying there for over 20 years, again, waiting for the perfect moment when the economy improves, or when your kids graduate from high school, or when your business is stronger, or I don't know but you're waiting for the perfect moment for you to take that decision. You've already made the decision, but now taking the step is what you're postponing. You could even be a spiritual seeker. You are a Christian, or you are a Buddhist, or a Muslim, or you're even a Stoist. And is it Stoist or a Stoic? Stoic. And you keep on reading about your spiritual life, you keep on reading about what you should practice, but you just never practice. Let me use the example of a Christian. You read the Bible, you know what you ought to do, you research, you listen to a lot of homilies and a lot of teachings on Christianity, but you're just waiting for the perfect moment to start fully embracing the practices of Christianity. Or you could even be someone who's stuck in the past. So you're spending hours looking at past events, you're looking at some of the best lives that you've lived in the past, looking at photos and videos that you recorded some time back, and you keep on replaying the past in your memory and waiting for the perfect moment to relive or to recreate those moments. All these examples, some of us fall in actually all of them, but all of us fall in at least one. And we definitely know someone who falls in at least one of these categories. And there are many other examples. You are not lazy, neither are you a procrastinator. You are something else. And that's what I want us to talk about today. But before then, let's play some music. Because you know what? Music, Dumbledore says in Harry Potter that music is a greater magic than all the magic that could be ever performed by the witches of Hogwarts. So, yeah. So, we are playing Alan Walker. This is Headlights. I don't know, my mic is shaking, my camera is shaking. I know this is not the best quality, but that's the point. That's the point of the video. So stick around. Okay, that should be enough for now. I will play it again towards the end, but for now, I think that will be enough. Now, prolactance. Prolactance. Prolactance is, I would say, the urge to avoid doing something that you've been looking forward to or something that you've been longing to do. It's kind of paradoxical, but that's what it is, because what you're doing is you are perpetually waiting around for the right state of mind to do what you ought to do. In other words, you're stretching out the bliss of anticipation. You're enjoying the anticipation for as long as you can, and then you avoid, actually taking steps. So this is not laziness, neither is it procrastination, because unlike procrastination, where you're just, you know, forwarding or postponing what you ought to do, in prolactance, you're actually preparing. In your mind, you're convinced that you are preparing, that you're getting ready, that you're just waiting for the perfect moment. It is, in other words, intellectualizing delay. It's dressing up um, procrastination in some fancy name, and you end up wasting a lot of time in the process. So that's what I want to talk about, because for those guys who know me, in this very channel that I'm uploading this video, I once uploaded a video back some time back. I guess it was in 2022, if not 2021. And I wanted to do a video on political literacy, and I actually did upload a video. And I did some editing, I recorded, and I shared it. But then, between recording the first video and the second video, took me, excuse me, took me almost over 2 months. And then after that, I never uploaded another video. I was just waiting for the right content, waiting for the right microphone, waiting for the right gear to take off. And it's been now over 2 years, and I haven't done that. And that's why I'm talking about this, because it's a very personal experience. You know, in a book called Ecclesiastes, written by a very wise author, he says in the 11th chapter that whoever watches the wind will not plant, and whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. In other words, he's telling us about a farmer who waits for perfect conditions, that they will never sow, that they will never grow. Prolactance is stagnation. To the person who is prolactant, he's just getting ready, waiting for perfection, waiting for the right moment. He's not lazy, he's preparing. But outside that mindset, outside that thought, you're actually just lazy. So that is the conflict. Inside the box, you are preparing. You guys just wait. I'm working on it, but you're not moving a finger. So we are not seeing the outcome is not manifested outwardly. And so to those outside your mind, which is virtually everyone, you're just lazy. But to you, you're convinced that you're just getting prepared and waiting for the right moment. So you are basically not taking a decision. You're waiting for a guarantee. And the sad thing is, life doesn't give us guarantees. Life gives us only choices, opportunities to make choices. And if you don't take a decision, the paradox is that is itself a decision. Failing to make a choice is a choice. And when you linger for too long without taking a decision, then life takes that decision for you. And here's the scary part. That decision is rarely in your favor. So it's not wise to wait for the perfect moment to take a decision. to take a step, to move a finger. Just do it and go. Get on the move. And let me help you how to break free from this prolactance thing. Okay? And I think I have 3 steps on how you can successfully break free from this prolactance. And this is again out of my own experience. And this video is a very testimony of what I'm talking about. So, first of all, name it. You know, recognize what you're intellectualizing delay about. What are you constantly preparing? What is that you've been wanting to do, but you just want to keep on preparing? Mentally, you're getting ready mentally. What is it that you're postponing because you're not ready? Because you're not ready. You're waiting for that moment when you'll be ready, when the clouds will be clear, when the wind will be still. Oh my God, am I a poet? Yeah. So name it. Recognize the actual thing that you are that you're prolactant about. You're not lazy. You're not procrastinating. You're just waiting for the right moment. But the right moment is not coming. So write it down. Name it. Then secondly, embrace imperfection. And this is a very important one. Embrace imperfection. The Japanese have a philosophy called wabi-sabi. And those who are close to me, like the few friends that I have and my family, they know that I really like this Japanese concept of wabi-sabi. I don't know if that's correct, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Wabi-sabi, which basically says, you know, find beauty in flaws. It fundamentally tells us to find beauty in flaws, that a flawed step is better than a perfect standstill. That if you make a step and fall, you're better off than not making a step at all. They say that a car that is scratched and bruised and old but on the road is way much better than a perfect brand new car that never leaves the yard. Okay. So embrace perfection. Look at the video right now. I don't, my camera is shaking. I don't have the perfect camera that I've been waiting for 2.5 years later. I'm not in a studio. I'm recording this from home. I, I don't know. I'm not a good editor. I hope I'll edit this properly. I don't have the perfect audience. I'm still trying to figure out, how I'm going to share this video. But I decided to, go on anyway, because embracing imperfection is one of the most fundamental keys to breaking free from prolactance. And then thirdly, set dates. Give yourself timelines. Okay. I've been thinking of doing something, of making a move to this crush that I have. And I'm looking at her and I'm thinking of the right moment to go say hi. that, or I want to say resign from my work. I have already prepared, but I'm just waiting for the right moment, which seems not to be ever coming. Set deadlines. And I actually got this from a movie. There's a movie that was released this year called something about life list. The life list or something. That is uh, the cast. The star is, I guess, Sophia Carson, where she has this list that she wrote down when she was 13 years old. And when her mother dies, she's now an adult, and she finds that in the mother's will that she has left for her kids, the only thing she's left for Sarah Carson is that list that she wrote when she was 13 years old. And she's being told by her mother in the will to accomplish each of those activities that she has listed, in that life list. But she's given a deadline that she has to make sure she has ticked all the boxes before the end of the year. Give yourself deadlines. That is the best way to to assess improvement, to assess movement. Because if you keep it in your mind without actual deadlines, then you'll fundamentally just linger around the preparation, the thinking about, the waiting for the perfect moment. Because the world is not changed by ideas, they say it's changed by ideas in action or acted upon ideas. So prolactance is very dangerous. It's very subtle, but it is profoundly a killer of potential. It is the ghost of the person you could be, whispering, telling you to just wait a little longer. You want it, but you're hesitant at the same time. There's a philosopher who said that, can't remember his name, but he said, perhaps hell is actually a place where the person you could be meets the person that you are. Think about this. The person that you could have been meets the person that you are. That will be hell because that's pure torture. Your full potential embodied into a person, and that person having a conversation with you, telling you, hey guy, you missed me. You missed the opportunity to be me. So that I would describe that as hell as well. So ask yourself today, where am I lingering when I should be leaping? Yeah. So I want to leave you with a challenge. Pick up one thing, at least one thing. There could be a lot of things that you have, lingered around that you've been intending to do and you're waiting for the perfect moment. There could be a long list, but just pick one thing for me and act on it before the week ends. That's how we start breaking the spell, guys. Pick one thing, break the spell. If you want to share it with us, if you want to share it with me, you can drop it um, in the comment box, or you can even DM me on my social medias. And it's part of breaking the spell of prolactance. Okay, so thanks for listening. Now I can play Alan Walker once again, or I'll just take it up from where I left. Cheers, guys. And